Liverpool have endured a turbulent spell under Arne Slot this season, and their latest defeat to Crystal Palace has only intensified the scrutiny surrounding the Dutchman's tenure at Anfield. The loss, a performance marked by defensive lapses and missed opportunities, left fans frustrated and questioning where the spark has gone in recent weeks. Yet amid the disappointment and growing concerns, there remains a glimmer of optimism within the camp. Despite the humbling setback, Liverpool have been handed a significant boost that could help turn their fortunes around and restore some much-needed belief heading into a crucial stretch of the season. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Arne Slot has defended his team selection for Liverpool's 3-0 Carabao Cup defeat to Crystal Palace, and insisted his opinion hadn't changed despite witnessing the result. Slot made 10 changes to his lineup from the 3-2 defeat to Brentford at the weekend, with Milos Kerkez the only player retained, and rested all of his other regular starters for the visit of Palace. It meant a debut from the start for 18-year-old Kieran Morrison, while later in the game centre-back Welity. Lucky also made his bow as the Reds fell to a deserved defeat. Given it made it 6 losses in their last 7 games, many have questioned the logic of Slot effectively handing the tie to Palace. But speaking in his post-match press conference, the head coach defended his lineup and explained that injury and the need to prepare for Aston Villa on Saturday were key factors in his decision. If I look at our performance against Brentford 2 days after we played Frankfurt away, I saw they're a team that maybe struggled with playing 3 games in 7 days. Again, not an excuse, he told reporters. Which is not a complete surprise to me if I see the struggle some players have had in pre-season. And players that came from different leagues, it's a new challenge for them to play, at Premier League and Champions League level, 3 games in 7 days. So again, in 2 days we play Villa, and the last time I played a player that we thought was ready for that programme, but it turned out maybe he wasn't, was Alexander Isak, and he went out with an injury. Last time in this competition we played Southampton, Giovanni Leone went out with an injury in a game like this, and we got a red card for Hugo Ekitike. I think in this moment in time, with only 15 or 16 players available, it felt to me that this was the right decision, and I haven't changed my opinion about that after the result, because with our starters, we haven't been able to win a lot from Palace as well. Regardless of his explanation, there will be many supporters who feel it is simply not good enough for Liverpool, particularly after winning the Premier League and spending £450 million in the summer to lose 6 of their last 7 games. Slot acknowledged that, but again argued that his team selection for the Carabao Cup was in keeping with last season, though in reality the squad was never as inexperienced as on Wednesday. It's always a blow to lose a game of football, especially if it leads to going out of a competition, he admitted. But it's the same selection I made tonight as I did last season in the rounds like this. There are many reasons maybe why we've lost 6 out of 7. None of them are good enough to accept losing so many. I can come up with arguments and reasons, but none of them will be enough to go to that standard. Because at Liverpool, losing 6 out of 7 is always too much. Slot was later asked about his decision to name an entire bench of academy players, foregoing the option of bringing on the likes of Mohamed Salah if required. He compared the situation now to that of the 5-1 win over West Ham at the 3rd round last season, which saw him make 9 changes but field a squad full of senior players. A year ago we did the same, but maybe the lineup felt different, he said. Before I went out, I saw City's lineup, and I don't think they had 1 starter from the weekend, but it felt as if you look at their lineup, they played with their 11 starters. When we played Chelsea, I said they were missing 8, but they could still bring Estevao in. We're only missing 4 players at the moment, and already we needed to start with 4 players under the age of 19, and after I made 2 substitutions, we were on 6. Now, Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson has been a huge loss since suffering a hamstring injury last month, but his return to the fold appears to be edging closer. The Reds legend has become a more injury-prone figure in recent years, with lengthy layoffs now happening most seasons. Alisson hasn't played since suffering a hamstring problem in the 1-0 defeat away Galatasaray on September 30th, with Liverpool losing 4 of their 5 games without him. While Jurgen has enjoyed some good moments, he hasn't performed with the same authority, and could have done better for goals conceded against Man United and Brentford. On Wednesday, Alisson took to Instagram to share a photo of himself on the training ground with boots and gloves on, suggesting he is making positive progress, doing more than just running. These past few weeks have again outlined how invaluable Alisson remains for Liverpool, with the Premier League champions looking more susceptible at the back without him. The 33-year-old possesses an aura that few other goalkeepers in the world do, both in terms of making his defense feel safe and also getting into the head of opposition players. It is no fluke that Liverpool's alarming dip in form has coincided with Alisson being out of the team, and Arne Slot needs him back as soon as possible. A return after the November international break is expected, with Slot providing an injury update ahead of Saturday's visit of Aston Villa. I think Ryan Gravenberch has a good chance. The others, let's wait and see tomorrow and Friday in training, Slot said. I don't know all of them, but Ryan has the best chance of all of them. That means Mamardashvili will be under big pressure to perform against Villa, Real Madrid, and Man City in the next 3 games, which feels like a defining period in Liverpool's season. At 33 years of age, Alisson can't go on forever, even though he is far from old for a goalkeeper, and his fitness woes are now becoming an issue. Replacing him in the long term is going to be nigh on impossible for Liverpool, given his status as a generational talent in his position, but Mamardashvili is hopefully the man to fill that void. Liverpool's struggles in Alisson's absence have once again underlined just how vital he remains to the club's success. His commanding presence, calm distribution, and match-defining saves have long been the foundation of Liverpool's defensive resilience, qualities that no replacement, however talented, has yet managed to replicate. While Mamardashvili continues to gain valuable experience during this testing period, the hope will be that Alisson's return after the international break can help steady the ship and restore confidence across the back line. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.